Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a first impressions of the new L'Oreal Infallible Total Cover Foundation. So this is like brand new. I barely found it in stores yesterday. I know it was like online on Amazon like a while back, like maybe 3 weeks ago. But I didn't buy it online because it said it was going to take like 5 weeks to get here. But I ended up finding out that they got sent out before the 5 weeks. So a lot of people had them. But I finally found it in stores, so I'm going to try it out today. As you guys know, I love both of the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte and the Pro Glow, so I'm excited to try this one. Will say, like, seeing all of the foundations out in the store, the shades look so weird. It looks really, really dark, like, if you see, but this is, like, the only one I could find with a yellow undertone. Now, I went based off of Katie Lusterlux. She did a review on this already. That's the only review I've seen on it so far. There's a few other ones, I just haven't watched them yet, but this sounds like really weird. It feels like a rock in here. Like, it feels like it's a solid piece of something inside of a tube, so that's weird. So let me show you guys what the bottle looks like. So it's different than the other two L'Oreal Infallibles. It's like a long tube, so it has like the little spout and it comes out like this. It comes out really thick, so it feels like a moussey texture. This probably, oh god, looks like it's gonna be way too dark for me. On camera you can't really see, but like in person it looks really, really dark. For me at least. Now in the other foundations, like the L'Oreal Pro Matte and the Pro Glow, I am 204 and 104, so I got 305, which usually would be too dark, but this was the only thing that had a yellow undertone. All the other ones had like a very, very pink or beige, almost gray undertone, so this was the best one that I could find. Just read the claims off of this. It says it's a natural finish, wears up to... They left the CVS security thing on here. I'm guessing it says 24 hours, and the texture is air light, I'm guessing, and it's supposed to be full coverage, weightless, so I'm just gonna go ahead and try it right now. I don't know what's going on with my hair right now, like, it's truly giving me problems, but anyways, I'm gonna do one side with a beauty blender and the other side with a brush, so let's see how this goes. I have never used a foundation that feels like this before. Like, it's very moussey, and I've never tried anything like that before, so we're just gonna go ahead and try it out. My skin type is normal to dry, a little bit more dry, but right now my skin has been so weird lately. It's been like almost combo. I don't know, it's weird. And use my Too Faced Hangover primer that I always use, especially because my skin is feeling a little dry right now. And I have a feeling this is going to be like matte. I'm just putting this all over my face to give me some moisture back in my skin because the weather in California right now is legit drying out my skin. It's terrible. I'm going to do this side with a beauty blender, just because I always start off with this side first. Oh, this is weird. It looks really weird. This is definitely too dark. It's blending out really nice though. I would definitely say that this is, oh, actually it doesn't look too dark. This isn't full coverage. I can still see my freckles on my face that I have like a couple and I could definitely still see them. I also have like this little scar on my chin right now from a pimple that I had, and it's not covering that either. But I just put a second layer and it kind of covered it a little bit more, but it's definitely not covering my freckles that I have right here, like at all. Like, I can still see them. And I like a full coverage foundation, even though I don't need it. I do like it. So I went over with another layer and it covered it a little bit more, but I can still see my freckles peeking through. So there's that. It definitely looks a lot more natural than the Pro Matte and the Pro Glow. It doesn't feel heavy, which was what I was scared of because it is like a moussey texture. and I was expecting it to feel thick. So that's with one side of my face done. I'm gonna do the other side with a brush. I'm actually gonna get a little bit more foundation because I used most of it because I went in with a second layer. So let me see if using a brush will make a difference. But as of right now, it doesn't look bad, but I can still see my freckles, which is weird. So I'm gonna use my IT Cosmetics CC Perfecting Brush, which is my favorite foundation brush right now. It's bomb. I think it honestly looks better with a brush. Maybe because the Beauty Blender kind of shears it out a little bit, and I don't know, but it definitely looks better with the brush side. They look like, the application wise at least, like it looks the same, like blended out, but I think with the brush it gives me a little bit more coverage, but it's also hard to tell because I don't have like freckles on this side of my face. I only have a few on this side, so it's kind of hard to tell. Or it's not like super bad. It's just not like wow, I guess. Like how I did with the Hourglass foundation, like I was like, wow, this is amazing. It's not like blowing me away. But my skin does look really nice. Like it looks nice. I'm actually surprised because on the back of my hand, even like the leftover foundation, like it looks so dark, but on my face it doesn't. So I'm kind of confused. The shade range for this like sucks though, because this is like the only yellow undertone for like my skin tone at least. And there isn't like super dark foundations either for like darker skin tones. Okay, so I think I've blended it out to its full capacity. So my skin looks nice. It looks like a natural coverage. Like it's not full coverage, I wouldn't say, because I can still see a lot of my skin underneath. But I guess if you like a foundation where you could still see your skin, then this would be like a really good foundation for you. Personally, I don't mind it. Like I don't mind seeing my skin, but I do like a more full coverage foundation. But that's just my personal preference. But it does feel like super lightweight, and I don't feel like I'm wearing foundation. So maybe I will like this like throughout the day, because sometimes I can feel like, I know with the Hourglass foundation I can definitely feel it on my face, but this one I can't at all. I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my makeup and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I've had this foundation on for like almost an hour now. It's 1:43. So I finished doing my foundation like around 12, not like 1 o'clock, so almost an hour. I did the rest of my makeup, and then yeah, so I've had it on for like 45 minutes, almost an hour, and I think it looks good. I'm not like super impressed with it. Like my skin doesn't look like life-changing. It did kind of get cakey around my nose already, but just on this side, which is actually normal. Every single foundation gets cakey on this side of my nose, I think, because it's just more dry. But other than that, it looks really, like, it looks nice. It's a lot more matte than I usually wear. Like I definitely wear a lot of glowier foundations and then set it with a powder to make it a little bit more matte, but this was more matte to begin with. You don't need to set it. I don't think so. I don't think you would need to set this foundation, like, but I did just because I wanted things to blend better on top of it. Like I know with the L'Oreal Pro Matte, I don't have to set that at all, but this one I did have to set it a little bit, just in like the areas where I was gonna put more powders and stuff. It feels super lightweight. I can't really feel it on my face, which is really nice. As of right now, I don't like have a, like usually I can tell like, oh, I really like it, I really don't. I'm kind of just like whatever about it right now. I don't have like an opinion on it as of now, but I'm sure throughout the day I will. I definitely will say that this isn't my favorite Infallible foundation formula. I definitely love the Pro Matte. The Pro Matte is still my favorite, which is really weird because that one is really matte, but I think it just makes my skin look amazing. This one I'm just kind of like, it makes my skin look okay. So I have a lot of stuff to do today. I have meetings to go to, errands to run. I have to go pick up some stuff from people. I have, Ryan has a softball game later. So I have a lot of things to do today. I think it's still raining outside. I know it was raining earlier. I haven't been outside today yet, but it's still like raining, and it's definitely has some humidity in the air right now. So we'll see how this holds through this kind of weather. I feel like today's a really good day to test it out, especially because I will be out all day long, so I probably won't even be home. So I'll take my camera with me to check in throughout the day, and yeah. So like I said, right now it is 1:40. Oops. It's 1:46, so I'll check in within the next couple hours. Okay, I look like a hot mess. I didn't end up doing a check-in throughout the day, like in the middle of the day, because I was just doing so much stuff. Like, I don't even know what time I got home. I was running errands all day long, and by the time I got home, I started cleaning my entire room. I reorganized my vanity. If you follow me on Snapchat, then you saw that I got some vanity organizers, so I ended up doing that, and then I ended up cleaning my entire room. You know when you start cleaning one thing, you have to clean like everything? That's what happened to me. So now it is 12:30 at night, so I've literally had this foundation on for like almost 12 hours. I think it looks really good still. Let me get a mirror. It looks really good. It didn't really cake up anywhere other than my nose right here, but that was from earlier. I noticed that earlier, but that's just because this side of my nose is like extra dry. I see some like separation right here on my nose, but I think that might have been like me messing with my piercing. But other than that, it still looks really good. I don't like see anything wrong with it. It did look better throughout the day, and I did think that my skin looked really nice. Now, I wouldn't say that this is my favorite foundation. Like, obviously I'll still wear it, but it's not like going to be my go-to. Out of the 3 Infallible foundations, the Pro Matte, Pro Glow, and this one are in that exact order. Like, I love the Pro Matte. I do think this one is a little bit more matte, but it does get a little dewier right here throughout the day. That's just on me at least. Lately my skin has been getting extra dewy in this area. Like I said earlier, my skin has just been changing, so I really don't know what's going on with my skin lately. It's just been really weird. I don't know. I'm still really dry, but like in this area I've been getting not oily, but my foundation definitely gets dewier, but it's not oily, if that makes sense. But yeah, also keep in mind I do always wear a lot of highlighters, so all of this isn't necessarily shine. It is highlighter because I do put highlighter in this area, so just keep that in mind. But I do think that the foundation looks really well. I'm going to keep using it to see if I like it, because over time I do notice that like with foundations I do change my mind quite often. So I'm going to keep using it. I'm going to try to use it like every time I wear foundation this week, so I will let you guys know. I will talk about it more on Snapchat if I do like end up changing my mind or anything, but as of right now I do like it. Like I said, it's not my favorite foundation, but it's not terrible. Like, I don't think it's bad. I do think my skin looked really nice throughout the day, and I think for having it on for about 12 hours, I think it looks really good still. A really good sign of like a foundation lasting is that if my blush and bronzer is still on, which it definitely is, I can still see my contour and everything. And I was out all day long. I went to run errands, I went to a meeting, I went to the mall, and I ended up cleaning my entire room. So I think for like doing all of that today at least, my foundation still looks really good and it held up pretty well. That is my first impressions and little review on the new L'Oreal Infallible Total Cover. Like I said, my shade is 305. For reference, if you are my skin tone, I am shade 104 in the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte and 204 in the Pro Glow. So these shades are a little bit off, like I mentioned earlier. So the only one that I have found that in my skin tone range at least, this was the only yellow undertone. Also for reference, I am an NC20 in MAC. In the Makeup Forever HD stick, I am Y315. They're like the most popular foundations I could think of to kind of compare skin tone, at least if you don't know like which one to pick up. Anyways, I hope you guys liked this video. Go ahead and give it a thumbs up if you did. Let me know if you like these kind of videos. I love filming first impressions. I just think they're so fun. And yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.